All right, so we are looking now at the facts about the graphic designing industry. Also, our focus is in this conference is to open your eyes for you to see that these entrepreneurship ventures or these business ventures are very lucrative and they are flexible to absorb you. Even whilst you're on campus, you can learn graphic designing and then be a master of your own and begin to make money out of it. I don't know if you get the point that I'm making. Yeah, so our focus is to give you some important fact about the graphic designing industry, and then so that you can know how lucrative the graphic design industry is. You can learn the skills and then become a graphic designer in no time and begin to make money for yourself. Now, these are questions that were answered from the research that was conducted by ISBS World. It's a business firm in the US, and so most of the statistics we are giving out are business statistics about graphic designing in the United States of America. Now, one question was asked: what is the biggest opportunity for growth in the graphic designers industry in the US? Now, operators in this industry produce and distribute design, picture editing, video rendering, object rendering, and audio editing softwares. This industry demands graphic designers in their processes. So the industries of picture editing, video editing, object rendering, audio editing, all these people desire graphic designers in their working process or in their production process. The demand from design, editing, and rendering software publication is expected to grow in the year 2020. And so for ISBS World is projecting that there will be a growth for the demand of graphic designers and the work of graphic design in the year 2020. And that is representing a potential opportunity for this industry. All right, let's look at the second question. It said, what is the market size of graphic designers in the US? So what is the market size of graphic design industry in the US in 2021? Now, in 2021, graphic designer market size in the US alone is worth 12.7 billion US dollars. So 12.7 billion US is the market size of graphic designing in the US alone. Just imagine it for the whole wide world. US alone is recording 12.7 billion as the market size for graphic design. On the average, the market size of this industry has been growing by 2.5% each year from 2015 to 2020. This is according to ISBS World. Okay. Now, it is projected a 3% growth of graphic design industry each year, with 11,000 new jobs added until 2028. So the US Bureau of Labor and Statistics 2018 projected or postulated or brought out this research statement that the graphic designing industry is growing by 3% each year from the year 2020 to the year 2028, and is going to be adding 11,000 jobs to their economy, and that is the graphic design. So these are research that has been made and it is centered on the US. Just want you to imagine how it is going to transcend down to other places of the world. US alone is recording these positives, and just want you to relate it to other concepts or other countries where graphic design is also thriving. Now, graphic designing job is going to be important in the marketing field for at least the next 10 years. So graphic designing job is going to be very important for the next 10 years in the marketing field. Now, graphic design categories such as book design, newspapers, and illustrations are the crown job markets. So we know graphic designing in the major areas of graphic designing in the economy. We look at newspaper publication, we look at book design, we look at illustration. These are the known crown markets. But the industry experts have predicted a decline of 22% in the next decade in this field. So these are the traditional ways of using graphic design in newspaper publications, in book designing and other parts. But if you look at the five, it said on the other hand, modern design categories such as computer software design, animated infographics, video editing, and online advertising are expected to grow by 24% until 2028. So you see that digital marketing is going to take over the traditional marketing of newspapers, posters, and all those things. And so if you are a person who is an entrepreneur, you should be looking at these things as a prospect of learning graphic designing and digital courses that will train you in this field. If you are looking at it, you have to look at it from that pedestal. And these facts have been researched, and we are bringing to you for you to understand the prospects in this business. Now let's continue. In 2020, there were 400,258 businesses who were related to working with graphic designers in the US alone. 400,000 different businesses who were working in the area of graphic, who needed graphic design in their work. Let me put it that way. Now, verse now seven. Now seven. According to Adobe Blog, design-led companies that stimulated creativity obtained 1.5 greater market share. So Adobe Blog is telling us that most of the companies that use designing works, they stimulated their market price, and their market price increased by 1.5% or 1.5 times than the other industries who did not use graphic designing in their work. Now, as reported by Design Management Institute, design-driven companies have outperformed the SP index by 228% between 2004 and 2014. And so companies that are using design works have outperformed their business index between the year 2020, between the year 2004 and 2014. These are research that have been drawn out from the United States. Now, 67% of small scale businesses are willing to pay $500 for a logo. So people who are doing logo designs in the US, as much as $500 for just one logo, businesses are willing to pay. This is showing how lucrative the graphic designing industry is. Now, graphic designers hold about 290,000 jobs in the US. Graphic designers in the US hold about 290,000 jobs. When speaking about starting your own business, graphic design is one of the ventures to look at, and it contains 25.3% of self-employed graphic designers. So if you are looking at a business that can make you self-employed easily, graphic designing is one of the way to go. Now let's look at top industries that would demand the services of graphic designers. That is manufacturing industry, publication or publishing industry, advertising industry, computer systems and designs, and then designing industries. So these are the top 5 industries that are demanding much of the services of graphic designers. I'll be putting these slides once again on the platform so you can have time to go through yourself. Now let's look at some wages and the career wages, some of the money people are making around the world in graphic designing. Now, the average wage of a graphic designer is estimated to be $55,000. So, for top graphic designers who are doing top business with top business organization, they are earning an average of $55,000 per annum. $55,000 per year. Now, freelance graphic designers are expected to earn from $20 to $100 an hour. And freelancing graphic designers are people who are not working directly for a company, but they are rendering their services as and when people contract them. So most of us are freelancing graphic designers. We market ourselves, and then when we get offers, we do them. So people are earning between $20 to $50 an hour by just doing freelancing graphic designing. So graphic design is one of the major and the flexible avenues to employ us as the youth. Now, in 2018, the lowest 10% of graphic designers earn less than $29,000, while the highest 10% of graphic designers earned more than $85,000. This according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics 2018. The highest salaries are in advertising, public relation, or related services. So people who are earning big salaries in graphic designing are those who are focusing their effort in advertising, public relation, and related services. And the lowest salaries are in printing and related. So if you are into graphic designing and printing and other things, you will not be earning so much. But if you learn graphic designing and you want to focus on advertising and publication and public relation, you're going to earn much money. Now let's move on to look at some of the important courses that the School of Supreme Graphics and this conference is trying to teach people. So having understand how lucrative the graphic designing is, we provide you with an opportunity to learn because we have been able to mount courses on these graphic designing fields. And we have SSG 102 as the core school, which is flyer designing. We have SSG 103, which is logo designing. We have SSG 105, which is 3D animation or cartoon animation. We have 3D SSG 106, which is 3D and 2D explainer video creation. We have SSG 107, which is video editing. So all these courses under graphic designing are available with us. And so after going through this conference, this digital conference, if you desire to learn all these courses, you just have to contact us, and then we enroll you on our school, and you start the tuition. We start teaching and training you in these fields of graphic designing. All right, thank you very much. This is a short, brief elaboration on graphic design as an industry that many people have not been able to exploit. It's an industry that is really employing the youth. You don't need to depend on the government. You can acquire these skills and make it a profession and make money for yourself. Thank you very much, and we'll meet in our subsequent lessons.